I don't think there's any character that is D. Let's start. Let's try to make this. So far, I say the worst character is Jamie, by far. Now, why Jamie? The problem with Jamie is the way the drink system works. He starts with level 0. With level 0s, he deals less damage than the rest of the characters. He has a multiplier. He has a nerf. In order for him to get to the regular damage, imagine this. He deals less damage at the start of the round. He needs to drink to level 2. And that is enough for a Jamie player to struggle in certain matchups where he cannot drink. But he's probably the worst character with Lily. I mean, I think these two are interchangeable. They two share such a similar problem with the way they need to work on their stocks that I have issues with which one is better and which one is worse. Now, that is to say, and this is something very important, but you can win with every character in the game unless the opponent knows the matchup. So just by the sake of how the game is played, these two guys will always have issues unless they get buffed. So let's end with the obvious. Well, we don't have to beat around the bush with this. Everyone knows that. Those two are the best characters in the game. No, I think Zangief struggles with these two guys. The thing is, we have to take that out of the tier list. We have to think outside of my character struggles with certain characters. So Chun-Li, pretty good. She has a lot of things going on. She's still not the best character. Let's assume the S tier characters have no weaknesses. Okay, Chun-Li has some weaknesses. She has to rely on down for the anti-airs. She has good damage, good poking, good everything. The thing with her is she mostly needs to confirm very well her buttons in order to start her offensive. She really is good when she gets you to the corner. She doesn't have the best corner carry in the game, but she's pretty decent. She has a good level 2. She is a great character, fantastic character, but she has weaknesses compared to these two guys. So let's say Chun-Li is a pretty well-rounded character. With only a few buffs, she's gonna be S tier. I know we all hate Luke, but in my opinion, this is just me. In my opinion, Luke compared to Ken or JP allows you to play the game. He has some busted crouching medium punch, some busted combos. Super level 1 is like 6 frames. It's ridiculous. However, he allows you at some point to play the game. And that is the big difference with these two guys. Against Ken, and you might feel this when you play against a Ken. Against a Ken, you feel like you're not even playing the game. It's a single player game. He takes you to the corner super fast. Standing heavy punch, standing heavy kick, you end up flying. Now, we can possibly put Luke here, and I wouldn't mind, because he's still really good. The only difference against these two is I feel against Luke you can't play. Ken is predictable. Interesting you say that, because the best Ken players are not. On the other hand, Luke is really predictable. Like, let's think about the game plan you have with Luke. Crouching medium punch, super 1, forward jump, dash. That's the game plan. Ken can escape the corner with Tatsu. If he escapes the corner with Tatsu and he hits you, he has a full combo. Super 1 that side switches. Super 2 that is minus 19 frames. So in the case of Zangief, and this is the only thing I'm going to mention specific against Zangief, with Zangief against a character, he cannot punish with Will Kick. Super level 3 gives him Oki. He can chip you better than any other character in the game. He has several anti-airs. He has G-Dry Kick, which is minus 5 and the others are safe. It is crazy. It is crazy. Well, yeah, Luke can escape the corner, but he escapes the corner. It's a big difference between escaping the corner and killing you for escaping the corner. This makes more sense. For me, a D tier character is a character that is just... You just cannot play the character. No matter what you do, you're still gonna lose. Like, I don't know. Dan in 0-1. So I don't think the game is that busted, so your character cannot actually be played in the game. Yeah, those Norimaru, Dan, those characters are D tier. Let's see. Ryu is B tier. He's the most, as I said, most the B tier of D tiers. He's just... He hits like a truck and that's all he has. He's a very, very simple character. And if you're playing Ryu, what the hell would you play Ryu? Like, you have Ken in the game. Kimberly for me is also B tier. The reason why I think she's B tier and not C is she has more tools. Very good anti-airs, and she can change the way she moves in the air, which is something not every character has in this game. But I don't think she's very well designed. She could... You know what's funny? In the betas, she had a proper DP, like a wake up. Remember when she could wake up with the spinning kick? That was a proper DP, a wake up. Invincible to strikes and grabs. If she had that, I would put her here with Chun-Li. Honda, for me, Honda is not a bad character. I think he's very strong. However, and this is gonna sound really strange, I feel the Honda players are the problem, not the character. If Honda players would really focus on the neutral and play the wave punish game, if they stopped going for so many sumo headbutts, they would win a lot. That's a lot of things going on. Very strong character. His only issue, maybe he's here. His issue is not fighting fireballs that well. A lot of characters from this point onwards have really good fireballs. Well, I think Yuri is right here with Luke. Same as this guy. Do I have to explain this to you? I think you guys know. These two are really good. They're in the same league as Luke. They have good fireballs, good right rush. They do lots of damage. They can take you to the corner really fast. There's nothing more to say again about Jiri and DJ. Kami? Yeah, I agree. Kami is also here. Probably Kami is the weakest of this list of the A+ tiers. The only thing that is keeping her here and not above Luke is damage. That is the only reason. If they buff the damage, Kami is gonna be broken. I'd say Blanca is around the A tier list. He's very strong. He's annoying. The problem with Blanca is that he's a gimmicky character. He doesn't have good tools when he has to play it slow. So if you go crazy, you win. If you don't, you lose. So it's a very, very strange character in the sense that the game forces Blanca players to play in a certain way. He is very strong. I'd say he's better than Chun-Li. By the way, yeah, there. He is better than Chun-Li. I think Aki is pretty decent, but she has a lot of weaknesses. They need to fix a lot of things with Aki. They really need to fix a lot of things. She feels incomplete, like Zangief in some ways. She feels like a great character, great animations. She's a very decent character in several terms. Like, she has good corner carry. She deals good damage once you are in poison state. She has good ideas. But her poking is absolutely horrendous. I mean, if you hit someone with 3 lights, 3 crouching light, and you're not point blank, the 3rd light whiffs. A standing medium punch has no range. It's a weird character. They need to rework Aki in some ways. I do agree that Marisa is the strongest of the A tiers. The issue with Marisa, again, is not having good mobility. When a character needs to move with specials, and those specials are really easy to react to, you are in a world of hurt. And that's the problem with Marisa. She can kill you in one whiff. If you play Zangief, you're always scared to play this matchup. She can kill you. If you whiff a crouching medium kick, you die. However, that's us. That's our problem as Zangief players. Believe me when I say that these guys over here, they don't care about Marisa. They just don't care. And if you've seen the Marisa players play lately, you'll see there's a little bit of struggle. They're struggling against some certain matchups. Like, I don't think Honda performs bad against Marisa or even Ryu. So she's somewhat limited by just the design of the character. Manon is probably worse than Aki. She's very annoying to play against, but she's still a very weak character overall. See, we have 4 characters. I'm tempted to say Rashid is A and not B, now that I think about it. He's still a really good character, but his confirms are weird. He always relies on lights, so his damage is always low. He has probably the best Super 2 in the game with Blanca, but he's just an annoying character. He's annoying, but I don't think I can say he's really strong at anything besides being annoying. A big difference with Blanca, I do think these two guys are very gimmicky heavy. The difference with Blanca is that I feel when Blanca puts me in the blender, I don't think I'm gonna survive. Blanca is gonna kill me. Either Blanca is gonna chip me, or he's gonna set me up in a way I won't be able to escape. With Rashid, I feel I can use Super 2, I can use Crouching Light Kick, I can poke him out of his pressure. And that is a big difference with Blanca. I still think he's a good character. I just don't feel he's on the same level as Chun-Li or these two guys. I don't think Dhalsim is a good character, but I don't think he's worse than Aki or Manon. He's probably better than Ryu, but not necessarily better than Honda. I think it's something over here. I don't feel he's better than Honda, but he can be better than Ryu. Even though he deals less damage, he's more annoying to play and he has better mobility than Ryu or Kimberly or any of these people right here. But he struggles. In this game, he struggles a lot. Guile A? Yeah, Guile is better than B. Definitely. I do feel he might be the worst of the A category. Because Rashid is definitely better than Guile. The problem with Guile in this game is that he's so dependent on drive and not drive rush. Just using OD. So he's always in burnout. He really struggle with keeping the drive meter. And the problem is he needs the drive meter. More than any other character in the game, he needs to throw OD Sonic Booms, OD Flash Kicks. So he's always in a certain position where he doesn't want to be in. And he can get easily pressured by any of these guys. Maybe not Marisa, but the rest of the guys, they can easily pressure Guile. And he has no footsies. Guile has 0 footsies. The only button he has is Crouching Medium Kick. Everything else is either a gimmick or just a hard read. Crouching Medium Kick is his button. And we cannot say the same about these other guys right here. Because Marisa has Standing Medium Punch, Standing Heavy Kick, Crouching Heavy Punch. This guy, the anti-air dude, Standing Heavy Kick, we don't talk about that. Medium Heavy Punch, Forward Medium Punch. Rashid also has 2 mediums that are plus on block, so they all have something Guile doesn't. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Is Zangief better than Jamie? I think he is. I think he is better than Jamie. Let's name the positive Zangief has. He has good poking. Even though we think, obviously, the poking is not the best, Zangief has good poking. We have better damage than Jamie. And we have better plus frames. And better anti-airs than Jamie. The issue is Jamie has better mobility. But Jamie has some very interesting poking. He has a Standing Medium Kick that is 10 frames. And a Crouching Medium Kick, which he can cancel. But he doesn't have the best lights, nor the best damage until he reaches level 3. That's one thing. So I just don't feel he's better than Zangief. Lily is one-dimensional. That's the problem with Lily. She's very one-dimensional. So she has to rely on Windstocks. Windstocks, she can go for Condor Spires and everything. But otherwise, she's such a nothing character. She has nothing going on. I don't think she's a hard counter against Zangief. Even with that in mind, I don't think Zangief is that bad. I think Zangief belongs in the B tier category. Now, where in the B tier, I'm not quite sure. Because I do feel Zangief is better as a grappler than Manon. But Manon has better specials. And she can combo into level 3. So that's a big difference. Is he better than Aki? Well, he's more consistent than Aki. And that doesn't mean much. Because both this one and this one are very inconsistent in general. But you do have better punishes. Aki's punishes are very weak. Sometimes they have to rely on their short crouching light punches to punish. And Zangief at least has a good crouching light kick. From here it's more obvious. I don't think Zangief is better than Honda, Dhalsim, or Ryu. Kimberly is a mix of a team. And she can definitely win matches where Zangief struggles. If only character in the game that doesn't have a super into level 3. Yeah, that hurts. Kimberly does whatever she wants against Zangief. I also agree. You know what? I think he can be between these two girls, or after Manon, or before Aki, but he's somewhere over here. Like, I guess depending on the day, he can be here, or here, or here. Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna put him here. But I'm not quite sure if he's better than Aki or better than Manon. If you're casual, that is very interesting. We're still thinking like pro players, or players that play the game. If you're a new player, and you're maybe playing against your brother or your friends, probably Zangief is either the worst character in the game, or the best character in the game. But if we take into consideration tournaments, people that know how to play the game, Zangief struggles. You know what? I think that's right. I think it's more like this. I think Manon is better than Aki and Zangief. What do you guys think? Is Manon better than Aki and Zangief? It seems like it. Now that I'm thinking about it, Manon has good specials, and she can threaten people better than Aki, and deals more damage when you start the ball rolling. But this is more or less how I feel about the game. This doesn't mean you cannot win a tournament with any of these characters. That doesn't mean that. This is just taking into consideration how the system works, how the drive system works, damage, defense, Shoryukens. Because if you really look at this tier list, you'll notice that the two S tier characters have no weaknesses. That's why they're S tiers. Since they have no weaknesses, it's impossible for them to not be the best characters in the game. They have no weaknesses. So from this point onwards, A+ down, you'll see that these characters have issues, but they're still super strong. And they all have Shoryukens. They all have wake-ups. Or supers that actually work. Because Luke can use all of his 3 supers. Same with Yuri, DJ, and Cammy. Well, Cammy doesn't use super level 2, but still, she has a really good super 1 and 3. These guys have issues, but you as a player, can circumvent those issues and play better. Don't think about Zangief when you make a tier list. Think about the game. If you really think about Zangief, you're gonna notice some differences. Like, how can you tell Guile's better than Rashid? Because I'm a Zangief player. I struggle against those two guys. They're always hard matchup for me. They should be S tier. Don't think about like that. Think about how the game is.